Thousands of women from all over the country will take to the streets of Washington, D.C. tomorrow for the annual Women's March. More than 100 days after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade and with midterms just weeks away, organizers of the march say they are fighting for the freedom to control their own bodies, regardless of gender. Executive Director of the Women's March, Rachel Carmona, joins me live now from the Capitol for more on this. Rachel, thanks for being here. This movement started 5 years ago, 2017. So what do you make of where things are now?
Well, I mean, the political moment is so different from 2017, where we were, in the direct aftermath of the Trump election, and the country was in a different place. This is post-pandemic. It's post-Dobbs. I would say there's a new era of American politics afoot, and we're here to, continue the fight to push for a feminist future and to make sure that everybody has the right to bodily autonomy, but also to exercise the vote and to make their voices heard at the ballot box.
What kind of an impact are you hoping this year's Women's March has?
I mean, what we're always hoping to do is to have a visible demonstration of, the future that women want to have, and then also to build the connections and the mobilizing and organizing capacity over short-term and long-term that'll make us equipped for that fight to bring that future into fruition. And so, we're hoping to do what we always do, is to, have a strong spread across all 50 states, which we already have. We'll probably have somewhere between 450 and 500 marches, of course, one in Washington, D.C., where we can build our power, consolidate our base, and move forward with, a single solitary purpose, which is to build women's political power.
Now, since Roe was overturned, at least 15 states have banned nearly all abortion services. 5 other states have abortion on the ballot. The president recently announced some new guidelines and grants to try to protect abortion and contraception rights. So what more do you want to see leaders in Washington do?
I mean, we want to see Washington leaders do everything they possibly can. We know that there are limits to the power of what people can do in any particular role, whether we're talking about the president or senators, given the composition of Congress. But we want to see them walk up to the limit of that, and we want to see them do whatever they can and fight for us however they can. And when the pen fails, when the legislation fails, we want to see them pick up a megaphone and come out into the streets and match what we've been seeing from states all across the country. We look at Kansas and you look at certain races in New York or Florida, we see that women are overperforming. We're doing better than people projected, better than the polls suggested that we should. We're coming out. We are fighting with everything we have. We want to see them match our energy.
And Rachel, what about men and women who do support equal rights for women, but who don't support abortion? Do they still have a place in your movement?
I mean, I think when you're talking about bodily autonomy, what you're talking about is the choice for every single person to make their own decisions about when and how to have a family. And so if you believe in equality and you believe in folks, ability to do that. And so I think that if we're talking about that on the personal level, that's part of equality. And I think that's when you start to get into the pieces around, the states' rights arguments that the GOP has been making, where we're talking about, oh, well, the whole point of Dobbs was to put the decision back to the states, and now they're a ban, a national ban. So I think that putting all of those things together means that if you're for equality, you're for bodily autonomy.
All right, Rachel Carmona, we appreciate your time today. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.